an... The Judicial's long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So James Madison's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
They punted away on 4th down. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit there because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
They can't keep up with our attack offense. They're rolling,
To the air on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Offense with jumbo personnel. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Knocks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll get this drive started from the 29.
Slow defense, make us proud.
Goes to the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Big fullback's got it. And some room to work. Oh, what a cut! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. There he goes. Past the 20. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Judicials.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback's got the first. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's O'Neal. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Judicials can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. Creates a little room. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Motion from the back. They'll go to the toss. Runs through a tackle. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. he'll try to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's exactly how you draw it up. Get to the quarterback, but you get the football. Hit him, you try to break it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
So far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
They'll send the back in motion. Hand off to the single running back. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The Judicials with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. Spins away from the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's O'Neal. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. Knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where they just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that dings in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Dukes in the hurry up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Rushes on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
And the Dukes will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Great move. Now he's got room. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They want to run this quarterback.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running. It generated an explosive play for the offense.
Gets the back moving. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Judicials will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Touchdown, get the first down, or just get down, and the quarterback does. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. He'll toss it. Breaks the tackle. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to pop the draw. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Right on the money. That should be the final play of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeport Stadium.
The Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing it up.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He's supposed to keep it. He's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him, creating the take.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Bringing the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown Judicial. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT, and then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 21 to Tulane. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Dukes line up to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Now on the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Shakes off the defender. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's made. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Joslin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Burr. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
After that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. To the air on second down. Got it back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Dukes have taken it inside the 20. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The Dukes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make a play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we trade 3 quarters here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? He gave him the ball, and he delivered.
Breaks into the open. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo. The run from the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Finding open areas. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Look out, he's got room. Across the 45. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. And the Judicials with the 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now the toss. Finds a crease at the 20. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Read option keeps it to the left side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up by 38 over Utah State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Dukes want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's the hit. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Burr. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And that's step one. Great job on this offense getting in the end zone. Now, you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. right now with the onside kick. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. Listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning the national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Abraham. The short hand, it's Hardy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Defends away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Flying off the defender. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no fumble. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Important play coming on this opening day. It's 3rd and goal. The snap sets up the throw.
Situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to...
Shoulder delivers the blow. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just running out of full steam, and the defense finally got it. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost the fire on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic ways. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Soto. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Abraham. Right down the middle. He's got it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense. Kentucky right back to the line.
Offense is involved in the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The play take on first down, lost the throw. His man down the middle. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous. Heffrey makes the grab. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the field. Big guy smells it. And they will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Abraham. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. It's Abraham. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete out of the backfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Slips through the line. Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself, making you guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things. One punt return takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Alice?
How about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Abraham. Oh, they're after him. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
I think he loves starting the year off with some momentum. And that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing a good job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Soto. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Hand off from the gun. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Now on first down from the 30. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Soto. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Caught behind the line, it's Soto. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. Big time pickup on that one. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Soto. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. It's a fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. He wants to throw it again. That's caught with Soto. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Under fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He nails it. A 58-yard field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just run them out there and let them struggle through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious. They've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lost the defense is wide open. Kearney on the Jets. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. He got a snap and just dusted the field.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they scored again before going into halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have running the clock here in the 2nd half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans
just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Grab near the marker. It's Griffin. Sprinting away. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a wide open receiver. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7 over BYU. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I know the offense is down by a lot in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wide open downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw. It's Abraham. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna look downfield again. Zings it complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts it on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's McMillan. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Smashes through the tackle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, football, there's so many weapons now. Small spots and big wide receivers, and then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his spot. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to. They stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Caught. Now across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They finally get to him the right way there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. There he goes. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Nestled just inside that right upright. Let's not say they cut in. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fire complete. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Kentucky. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Biletnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares for those plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. Scanning the field, it's Abraham. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has. Every play, they're almost wishing this quarterback comes back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Soto. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Leaves it with the running back. Quick step and go. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Those are hard offensive line when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blindside. Watch out. Well, they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Great place to start for this offense. It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Abraham. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th-quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, they gave you a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And that is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finding an escape route. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Still on his feet. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long. Who's been on the field, what personnel groupings they've been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 10 over Stanford.
To the air, it's Abraham.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse maybe give it to him again, or what would you say?
watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of. And give up another sack.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air. It's Abraham. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys defensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. Smashes ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting up points. Keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in there. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 25. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Good pickup on that play, opening up 2nd and 4. The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And come from the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Red pass, it's complete. At the 35, he's open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. You're down by a couple scores. You're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads. It sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today. Man, did they go out and do that?
And they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.